Hey guys, let's kick off day 2 of the travel by glider trip.
This episode is brought to you by Flight Level Aviation Apparel and the high-end Laris barometer, available now in our webshop at stefly.aero.
We are preparing our gliders. In the background you can already see the first fuels. So we are already quite late, but we had a great breakfast this morning. It was really fantastic. We enjoy the nice scenery, the nice weather, the temperatures, everything. So let's go. Now the moment of truth. Did the batteries, are they charged completely? Usually it should have worked, but you never know if someone plugs it off at night or the power is not really consistent. But it is 100% perfect.
After a relaxed morning, the thermals are already well developed, and with that comes the hope that I won't need to use the motor for too long. Saving battery capacity early on can be a huge advantage later in the day, especially if conditions become challenging or for the final stretch in the evening. So I set off under my own power, not by aerotow, even though that would have saved even more energy. After a self-launch like this, I still have a realistic electric range of over 100 kilometers, more than enough for what lies ahead. Fayence Airport sits at an elevation of 225 meters above mean sea level. To reach our destination and later pass Mont Blanc at nearly 4,000 meters, we'll need to gain considerable altitude over the coming hours.
I just started here in Fayence. It's quite late. Nee. 09, 1 Meter. Schau dir mal in das höhere Gelände noch.
Ja, ich komme jetzt. Das machen wir, wenn wir zusammen hier.
Okay, so we're discussing here how we proceed. I saved a lot of power at the start, used thermals, which was great.
But now, as I'm struggling here in the foothills, I'm starting to regret being too conservative with my energy use.
I need to take care now.
Maybe I should have climbed a bit higher while I had the motor out. Now it's all about patience. The last thing I want is to be forced to turn back to Fayence and restart the motor in the air. That would cost precious energy, and it's something I'm really trying to avoid at all costs.
Müssen wir, glaube ich, nochmal raus.
Simon managed things a bit better. He's already in a stronger position. But now he's helping me out, searching for thermals and guiding me in. After all, we want to tackle the second leg of the flight together.
So the problem is I stopped the motor too early, or I was not patient enough in the flight. Ich glaube, hier habe ich was. Ja, macht mir jetzt einen Eindruck. So, meter for meter, we climb up to make the trip to France again. So we had some options. There was one option to fly to Italy, to Pavullo perhaps today, to Rieti tomorrow, but the long-term weather forecast is not really good. So that's why we decided we will make the more safer option and fly a little bit back to the north today. Ui, that was a long struggle to get a little bit higher here. Simon did well, and I just didn't find a good climb and was low, which is not great. I wish I had recorded what I did. It was so stupid stuff, but yeah. Now I am climbing with 1.5 to 2 meters per second. If I focus a little bit more again. To be completely honest, I don't feel too fit today. I don't know why, but I think that's why I also struggled at the beginning quite a lot. I can still fly, but I have not a lot of energy today. and we decided to fly to the higher mountains to pass Mont Blanc to make the most scenic and most fun flight, and then fly to Chalon-Écurie-sur-Coule.
Finally, we have reached cruising altitude, and now the race against the time began. Our goal for the day is definitely ambitious, especially after I lost so much time at the start. But from here on, it's all about making smart, fast decisions and covering ground. The scenery here around Lac de Serre-Poisson is absolutely breathtaking. Wide valleys, deep blue water and sunlit ridges. It's a stunning place to fly. And soon the landscape will shift into a dramatic high alpine spectacle. The real mountains are just ahead.
One more thermal to get into the really high terrain. Fusolier. Here on this side we already see Italy. It's directly above the border.
The air is alive today. Strong, consistent thermals are lifting us with an average of 2.5 meters per second, marked beautifully by small, well-formed cumulus clouds. Each cloud becomes a waypoint in the sky, guiding us deeper into the heart of the Alps.
3,900 meters, and off we go. In the background we should see somewhere already Mont Blanc. I think it's over there. We need to take care with the natural reserve here. It's 1,000 meter above ground level restriction, which is really hard with these high mountains here. That's why we make the detour.
Now the full potential of modern aerodynamics come into play on a 71 kilometer glide. With an efficient glide ratio of 62 at nearly 180 kilometers per hour, we are making fast and efficient progress. There's even time to enjoy an apple and take in the stunning scenery along the way. This hobby, it truly is a dream.
Great view here, and down below it's Courchevel. An airfield I would like to land at some point, but it's really special with the runway going uphill and it's short. Yeah, and then over here we see Mont Blanc, but it's really covered in clouds. We need to decide if we want to fly here on the right hand side or on the left hand side. So we are here directly at Mont Blanc. It's a little bit in the clouds, but the scenery is amazing. And we also found here a climb. And I think it's quite okay now, but we were not sure how it works and how scary it is at the end to fly here.
With Mont Blanc behind us, the first big milestone is reached. But there's no time to linger. We need to reach our destination before the thermals die out. The air ahead looks uncertain. The cloud base is dropping and no other gliders appear on We Glide Live in that region. To get the most out of the glider, I quickly wipe off the bugs. Even small contaminations on the leading edge can reduce aerodynamic performance, and that's something we definitely want to avoid. I've had bad experience in the area around Bé and Sion before. The conditions here can be tricky, and today we need to stay as high as possible to make the jump across the northern valley. Altitude is our safety margin, and right now every meter matters.
Here we are next to Sion. We should be able to cross here this valley to the other side.
While Simon got a clearance to cross the controlled airspace directly above Sion, I chose a small detour to avoid the zone altogether. We press on towards the north. Up ahead, a narrow mountain pass, one we've carefully chosen as our route through. It's not a wide margin, but from here, looks just reachable. If the conditions stay with us, the small window might be all we need to push further into the next stage of the journey. We had great respect for this crossing towards the Jura. At first, the sky looked almost completely blue, and Simon, understandably, was skeptical. I'd flown this route once before, so I was a bit more optimistic. Now one small cumulus after another begins to pop up across the sky. It's a welcome sight, and we are glad we committed to the direct route.
Found a good climb. Great view here at the lake.
These are the true moments of joy in a long-distance soaring flight when the plan works. And with someone like Simon Schröder, a 2-time world champion as your teammate, everything just runs smoothly.
Sorry that I didn't film, but it was quite stressful. We flew out of the Jura, which worked fine because the elevation was going down. Thermals were okay. But now we have heavy discussions where to go next, where to land, because a destination which we want to is not really in range anymore. We were too slow, we started too late. For now it's the task is to find a good thermal because we are not too high anymore. Maybe 600. Oh, that is a good one. Oh, das fühlt sich krank an. And you see the big change in the landscape here. Big fields, dry. We are still in the process to discuss where to go. We have some requirements. I should charge my glider, and we want to have a good accommodation and a restaurant somewhere. So perhaps next to a town is better than very far on the somewhere out. Ja, danach gehen wir wahrscheinlich sogar hart links, wenn das hier nicht geht, oder?
Ja, oder nochmal geradeaus, aber jetzt müssen wir jetzt nicht, weil die letzte Wolke war jetzt ganz.
We've been disappointed by several promising looking clouds in a row, and now we urgently need to regain altitude. It's already late in the day, and this is not the time to be scratching away in weak lift from just 200 meters above ground level. So now we are weighing our options and even considering a larger detour to reach the best looking cloud in the area.
Hier rechts. Ja, macht gut Eindruck. We found an airfield which is only 59 kilometers far away. We already have nearly final glide, so with these nice energy lines here it should be fine. The airport is called Le Mont Blanc. I don't know how it is pronounced. We don't know exactly if it's...
Aber das wollte ich dir anschauen, weißt du, warum wenig Flugplätze kommen.
Yeah, so here that's the airfield where we will try to land. It's a grass runway. We don't know exactly if they have glider operation there, but we really don't need it. I hope to charge my battery tonight, but otherwise I have still enough. I have 75% left, so I can make a launch tomorrow as well. Oh, Simon found an amazing 3.5 meter thermal here. And we were discussing now if Chalon would be an option. It's 148 kilometers, but it's already 6 o'clock, so I think it is possible with this cloud base and the weather, but then we will land late.
What a fantastic cloud street, something we didn't expect at this stage of the flight. While cruising along, we are already scouting for potential landing sites farther ahead, places that might suit tomorrow's weather conditions better. That's the beauty of a travel by glider trip without a ground crew. You are free to follow the sky, to go as far as the day and the forecasts allow. It's a rare kind of freedom.
Hast du Internet einstellen?
Nee, ich habe kein Internet, aber ich kann in Vorflight erstmal nachschauen, da habe ich auch ein paar Infos schon mal drin.
Also T-R-O-Y-E-S.
Warte mal ganz. P-R-O.
After much back and forth, we finally made the decision to head to Troyes. On the satellite image from Google Maps, I could even spot a few gliders, always a good sign. The airfield is also located fairly close to the city, which makes it an even more attractive option for us. After more than 6.5 hours in the air, it's time to land. Back on the ground, there's a lot to take care of: logistics, planning, and getting everything ready for the next leg of the journey.
Back on the ground. Great. Let's discover here everything.
So everything is set up, glider is charging, the weather is still on, that's crazy. The weather looks still perfect. Could have gone to Chalon for sure, but we are happy here. It's a nice airfield. And let's see what our plan is for tomorrow. We need to make a plan. We will head somewhere into the city.
It's called Troyes.
Yes. Oh, looks nice here. Let's see if they have rooms.
So that's the view here to the airfield. Welcome to Texas.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't, and then I will see you tomorrow in the next one. Cheers, guys.